Check 1, 2. Check. Seems to be...
Check.
Yeah, I got you.
Back in the F-150 studio.
Back in the F-150 studio.
What are we talking about today?
Well, I think I'll definitely have to make an apology because we didn't do one last week for
that was
good
brutal.
reasons.
We kept thinking we were.
Yeah.
But didn't.
Yeah. Well, things we should do but don't.
Yeah, we were, I don't know, we had a few plans. It just didn't work out.
Yeah.
We should have got JB to do his little 10-minute
probably
thing. That would have been fun. Yeah, we can talk about all that.
What else you got, maybe?
Grey Cup, Yellowstone, some hockey stuff, Duff's pick, Lanark pick. That's about it.
Yeah.
Maybe throw in the stock market.
Yeah. Well, I got
talk about that in a while.
got a little coffee story too.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
Stock market and DDT's coffee story. I'm ready.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Warning. This podcast will be an injurious waste of your time. Warning. This podcast will be an injurious waste of your time.
Yeah, good morning. I'll take a medium with 2 sugar and a medium regular, please.
There you go, DDT. Medium with 2 sugar.
Thank you for the coffee, Duff.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I appreciate it.
McDonald's?
McDonald's.
Thank you for your sticker.
Yeah, I know.
I already took it.
We should ask the good listener. What is the
protocol?
The protocol for when you buy coffee at McDonald's, and does the person that buys the coffee keep the sticker?
I think so. When I buy it, I do.
I don't.
Yeah, and that's fine.
I let you.
That's your choice.
I let you have it. Mm-hmm. So
it's like a vaccine.
So
it's still your choice. But there are consequences.
That's right. So, well, maybe we'll ask the good listener.
Yeah.
Like, let us know what you think. The McDonald's coffee, when you buy that, the sticker on it, does the person that buys the coffee keep the sticker?
Yeah.
Or you just give the cup and let the guy...
Who owns the sticker? Because you're buying the coffee to share, but not necessarily the sticker.
Yeah. Did you get that reference? Owns.
I don't. No.
Oh,
what's that from?
One of the greatest hockey movies ever.
Slapshot.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix now. Maybe I should finally watch it.
Yeah, you should. You never seen it?
Never saw it.
Really?
It was never my thing.
Oh my God.
That's sort of...
Yeah, it's one of the best
slapstick humor.
It's not really slapstick. No. But it's one of the best hockey... It is probably the best hockey movie.
No.
Which one do you think? Youngblood?
Mystery Alaska. Youngblood.
Well, the USA hockey one is good too.
Okay, what's that one? USA hockey.
Where they beat Russia in the semifinals.
Miracle.
Miracle, yeah, that was a great
100%.
Yeah,
my favorite scene in that one is the bag skate.
Yes.
And after each line, who do you play for? Oklahoma State. Who do you play for? Michigan. Who do you... Notre Dame. Yeah, and then finally, hey, what's he say? What ends it? Do you remember what ends it?
I can't remember.
Really?
Yeah. It's been a while since I've seen it.
So it's an hour after a game. He's bag skating. And one guy finally says, who do you play for? Team USA, sir. Thanks, boys. See you tomorrow.
That's all they needed to answer. Exactly.
You're on this team now.
That's right.
Not your friggin' college teams.
No, that's right. Yeah, exactly.
And that was a classic.
But Slapshot's classic movie. And the line I'm going to is like they have the French Canadian goalie on there.
Okay.
And he's and he asks one of I think he asked he doesn't ask Paul Newman. It was one of the other players. He asked, who owned the team? Who owned the team? And the other guy says, owns the team.
Present tense.
Yeah, exactly. Who owned the team? You got the French accent, right?
Yeah.
So it's a funny line, but maybe
that's a holiday movie.
Well, yes, I wouldn't watch it with your kids, but
they're old enough now, aren't they?
Not a holiday.
When did you first watch it? When you were in high school, probably.
Oh yeah.
Well, there you go.
And my daughter watched it a couple years ago.
Well, then come on.
She was 15.
I think mine can handle it then.
Yeah.
DDT's holiday movie pick. Slapshot. Now on Netflix.
That's right. There you go, a bonus.
See, it's definitely not recommending it for me, but I was browsing the other night and found it deep within the comedy section. I guess they've labeled it. Is it a comedy?
It is a comedy.
It's more of a comedy.
Yeah. It's I think Paul Newman has said of that film that was his his favorite film to work on.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, that would be fun, eh?
Yeah.
Anything on ice like that?
Yeah.
Shooting, yeah.
And oddly enough, it was written. You would think that the writer for a movie like that would have been a man,
right?
Just because but it was a woman.
Huh? Really? Eh?
Yeah. She had a brother that played apparently in one of those East Coast leagues or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Minors in the U.S. and
so
kind of based it off that.
She had a real taste of that lifestyle.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'll give it a shot, maybe.
Yeah, it's good. So I guess we should also apologize to the good listener.
Oh God, yeah. What for this intro monologue that wasn't even on the schedule?
On the list? Yeah, no, no, for missing the podcast.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Totally missed it.
Yeah.
Didn't even get anything out to the good listener.
But there was extenuating circumstances for that, right?
Yes, everybody was playing Sunday hockey, eh?
That's right.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, we were both out of town.
Both out of town. 3 tournaments amongst our 3 children.
Yeah.
Not together.
Well, 2 for
different kids, yeah. Different families.
Yeah, 1 for me.
Yeah.
And my daughter. Playing in the same tournament, but different divisions.
Different divisions, and both girls made it to the finals.
Both lost.
Both lost, yeah. But that was what? That was 4 games on Sunday. So good luck fitting in a podcast in between that somewhere.
Well, you know, we talked about like trying to basically hook up through like remote.
Yeah.
Or whatever, but it was just logistically impossible.
It wasn't happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really tough when you're out of town like that.
And it was especially tough for me, I think, because I was in Barrie with kid number 2.
Yes.
And once we heard kid number 1 made it to the finals, actually to the semifinals.
Yeah.
We had a 9 a.m. game to watch in Whitby.
Oh, you left early?
Yeah, we got up at grade traveling with my son.
Yeah.
So easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not like
you don't have to stop to pee.
Not like other family members who need, you know,
pee breaks
a good hour and a half just to get ready.
Oh God.
Right?
Okay.
All that. That's what I'm talking about, buddy. We got up and we were gone. I said to Jack the night before, I'm like, look, I said, I know this is your tournament. I mean, we're not playing tomorrow. Your sister is. You think we can, you know, get up a little earlier and go? And the first look is, not impressed.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to get up early. Then I'm like, what do you want? We'll just breakfast on the way. What do you want? Okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So he's like, well, how early? I'm like, well, let's try to get out of here. Let me see. You know what? I said, we want to be on the road by 8. It's not even that bad.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, no problem. So like 7:45, I do everything. I get up, get everything ready, packed. I'm got all my stuff done. Wake him up. Yeah, I'm up at 7:45. Wow. By 8 o'clock, we're on the road, drive-through done.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. It was don't know if the OPP is listening, but it was 1 hour. 1 hour flat from like Barrie to Whitby. I couldn't believe it. No traffic.
What is the usual time?
I think 1:15.
1 hour and 15?
Yeah, I shaved 15 minutes off because the 400 was empty.
Right.
4 lanes wide for like 100 kilometers, like straight as an arrow. Yeah, it was good. Beautiful weekend for travel.
Yeah, until I got home.
Well, I shouldn't say that. You're right. Yeah. Until Sunday night.
Yeah, because our game was after yours, after your daughter's game.
Yeah.
And ours went into OT. And then by the time we got, like, we were fine all the way
till the
416, which is the highway leading into the city of Ottawa, Canada.
The nation's capital.
Yeah. And that's
the
when
windy city.
The windy city. Yeah, last night.
At least
that's
yesterday.
when the snowstorm hit.
The Stutzel.
The Strudel storm. The snowstorm hit.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a tongue twister.
It is.
Snowstorm.
A bit.
Yeah. Anyway, it hit. And usually it takes about 45 minutes to get back to Ottawa on 416. It took an hour and a half. Double the time.
So you're doing like 50K.
Yeah, 50, 60K.
Yeah.
Backup cars.
Now, it was funny with us because we rushed out of Whitby after our game.
Yeah.
And we hit snow and bad weather in Oshawa, like right away.
Yeah, we didn't.
But by the time the salt trucks did their magic, you said it was fine.
Yeah, we didn't. Nothing on that major highway.
Yeah. And then,
I couldn't believe the traffic though on that highway.
Oh,
Where are people going on a Sunday night?
hockey families from Eastern Ontario.
Is that
coming back from Toronto, maybe.
All over the place.
Know.
Well, even coming the other way.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Crazy, eh?
My God.
Yeah, I was surprised Sunday morning. That's the only time I've ever seen it that empty. Yeah. Smooth sailing from Barrie right to Whitby, right through Toronto. It was impressive.
Yeah.
But that's 8 a.m. Sunday morning.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think every other hour of the clock is busy, probably.
Yeah.
No, it was a good weekend, but there's our long-winded reason why we didn't do it.
Yeah, so we apologize for that.
Yeah, but we also apologize because we had a neat plan to have. Well, at least we talked about it. Things we should do but don't.
Things we should do but didn't.
It would have been cool if JB, who volunteered to do a monologue, like 20, 30 minutes, just talking about us while we were gone. That would have been fun.
Yeah, he could have burned us the whole time.
Yeah, the Podbeanskis would have been short-circuiting.
Yeah.
But it would have been neat, eh?
Yeah. Oh, well. We're back on track today.
We're back on track, and that brings us to today. You know what today is, DDT?
What's today, Duff?
Grey Cup Sunday.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
I don't think we've probably ever talked about CFL football before.
No, CFL football, the Canadian football.
The Canadian version, or the original version that was since adjusted by other folks like the Americans.
Really?
Football was first? That's how I'd like to think of it.
Oh, okay. Right.
Well, didn't the very first ever organized football game indeed take place between a Canadian school and an American school? I think McGill and Cornell or something like that.
No clue.
And it was basically rugby, but not rugby. It was starting to change into
hybrid.
Football. It was a hybrid, yeah.
Okay.
Anywho, our game's a little different, and I think
3 downs as opposed to 4.
Yeah.
The field's much shorter and less wide. I mean, more wide.
More wide and more long.
The NFL field is
a little shorter.
I meant the NFL field is shorter and less wide.
Yes.
Whereas the CFL is much.
And do we not have an extra player as well, I think?
I believe we have an extra player as well, yeah.
I don't even know all the intricacies.
Yeah, I think the end zone in the CFL game is, 20, 25 yards?
Yeah,
whereas
it's massive.
It's 10.
10 in the States.
Yeah. And then the width of the field...
I don't know about the width.
Can't remember. It is wider.
Does width even matter?
That's what she said.
That's what she asked?
That's what she asked.
Does the width even matter?
Does the width even matter? I don't... Yeah, it does. I mean, the CFL game, it does.
It's more room. I love the CFL game. I really do. Obviously, the more skilled athletes play south of the border, but today's game will be fun. I'll watch the Grey Cup. I always watch the Grey Cup. It's always seems way more exciting than the Super Bowl. By far, in terms of a tight finish sort of thing. Yeah. Our Red Blacks didn't come close to making the playoffs this year, but I'll still watch.
They were terrible.
They were terrible.
To say the least.
They were terrible.
Yeah,
they were horrible.
They were pretty bad.
Yeah. We lost our starting quarterback to Edmonton, and a couple good receivers retired, I think. It was just a whole different team.
Yeah. They couldn't find a quarterback.
Yeah. Maybe next year.
Well, they got that, what's his name? Duck.
The Duck Caller.
Yeah, Duck. Duck Dodgers? No, not Duck Dodgers. What's his last name?
That's a good name. Duck Dodgers.
Yeah, that's from Bugs Bunny.
Duck
Dodgers in the 21st and a half century.
Couldn't even tell you his name. We need an editor in the showroom that can just put up a sign and give us names when we need it.
That's right. Yeah.
Grey Cup should be fun. Who's your pick? Do you even know who's in it?
Yeah. Hamilton and Winnipeg.
Yeah. Who do you like?
I don't even know because I didn't really follow it.
I didn't follow a ton of it either.
But you know what? I have a feeling Winnipeg will win.
I think Winnipeg is on paper the far better team. I think they were the top team all season. They lost maybe 3 games or something like that.
Yeah.
Whereas Hamilton, I did follow last week's Eastern final because the hated Toronto Argonauts had a bunch of players that were breaking the rules.
Oh, really?
Yes. They were caught attending, I believe it was a Raptors game, which is contrary to the agreement of all CFL players. They're not to be out and about in large crowds.
Oh, I know that.
Due to the C word.
Uh-huh.
So I think it happens more than people realize, but these clowns went and tweeted about it, and then the Ticats players were like, "Oh, wow, Must be nice. We heard we weren't allowed to go do that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So then the league got involved, and yeah, there was a strict penalty, and there's a strict penalty. But the problem was one of them was the starting quarterback for the Argos. So do you really hammer them and say, well, fine's a fine. You're not playing for a week, and then, but they gave them some slap on the wrist where they couldn't intermix with the team at all weekend. So they missed all the practicing and meetings and stuff.
Okay.
Anyways, so I think it maybe brought a few more fans out to cheer for the Ticats.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have anyways. I hate Toronto. Best part of Toronto is seeing it in the rearview mirror.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like it is being played in Hamilton.
And it's in Hamilton, yeah.
So you got to put some stock into the hometown crowd being there.
Yeah. 30,000 screaming fans in Tim Hortons Field.
Can we say that?
With Tim Biebs floating around everywhere.
Tim Biebs. I would have thought they should have gone like, instead of Tim Biebs, like, what is it? Tim Bits?
Tim Bits,
Tim Bits. So it's Bieber Bits.
Bieber Bits.
Bieber Bits would have been
Tim
better.
Tim Biebs doesn't really roll off the mouth.
It doesn't. But
I
Bieber
agree.
Bits, the alliteration
Bieber
there.
Bits would work.
Yeah.
Nice and crisp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bieber Bits.
How come they don't ask us these questions?
They should ask you Duff and DDT of Cop Car Coffee for marketing ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole Bieber thing is, I know not everyone likes him, but it's probably good. He's extremely popular.
Yeah.
But Biebs, nah.
Yeah, I'm surprised when that he put his name towards Tim Hortons.
Yeah, it's cool. He still has a strong connection to his home, I guess, north of the border.
Yeah.
You know where his home is? You know where he's from?
Oh, wasn't it somewhere in southern Ontario or something?
Why am I peppering you with all the questions today, eh?
Yeah, like I have no clue.
You're right. It's southern Ontario. Yeah. I believe it's Woodstock or Stratford.
Oh, okay.
It's one of those in between London, Waterloo. I don't even know where they're
He
located.
doesn't live there anymore.
It's one of those two. It's Woodstock or Stratford.
Okay, but he doesn't. He's obviously
not there anymore.
Yeah, probably somewhere in Los Angeles or
who knows
something.
Who cares?
Well, actually,
Can we move on? Why are we even talking?
Well, speaking of, we started off the show by talking about the McDonald's coffee. I got a bit of a story about.
Oh, let's hear the story.
McDonald's.
No doubt you're in the wrong, I'm sure.
Well, am I? I don't know.
Let's hear it.
So here's the thing. Last week in Whitby, dropped my daughter off at the rink.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go get a coffee.
Nice.
Go to the McDonald's.
Common plan.
Yeah. Because they get there an hour before.
Friggin' hour early.
Yeah, so what are you going to do?
Yeah.
So I go get a coffee, go to McDonald's. Of course, they have the 2 lanes, right? We're staring at the 2 lanes right now.
Just like here in BC.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're looking at the 2 lanes. And I pull up, and then you got to make a decision.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Which lane are you going to go in?
It's a crapshoot. It's just like at the grocery store, but with your car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I pull up, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to the right lane.
Yeah.
So I pull in the right lane.
Sometimes I choose the right just because it's a wider turning radius with the F-150.
Oh, right. The F-150 studio.
As we're in the F-150 studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I choose the right lane.
Yeah.
Okay. Pull up. And, of course, doesn't the 2 cars in front of me want to order everything off the menu?
Yeah.
Or something. And they're sitting there. Meanwhile, 5, 6, I swear to God, no word of a lie.
Weird part, though.
Yeah,
I don't
5,
get that.
6 cars go by in the left lane.
It's weird how that works. Yeah. I thought it was 1-to-1. Yeah. No. But recently I've seen that. Yeah. I think they've changed their protocol.
Well, I mean, if you got somebody that's going to order like $40 worth of food.
What it tells me is busy places like that one, maybe they have 2 people taking the order.
They do. So here's the other part.
They just keep rolling them.
Yeah, so here's the other part of the story.
Yeah.
So Friday morning,
I
dropped my daughter off the rink for the first game of the tournament. So I'm going to go grab a coffee.
Is the first story over now?
The first story's over.
The story.
So I waited.
You picked the wrong lane and you got burned.
I picked the wrong lane, so I got burned. I waited like 4 or 5 cars go by the other time.
I will give that story 2 stars out of 5.
Yeah, it's a 2 star.
Okay, let's hear the next one.
So Friday morning, drop her off. Gonna go get a coffee. McDonald's right there at the corner. Again, the 2 laners. Which one am I gonna pick?
You're trying the left this time, maybe.
No, I picked the right again.
A glutton for punishment.
Because that car was I noticed the first car before.
Are you kidding? The one from the other time?
What?
You noticed the same car again?
No, not the same car.
Oh, okay. That would have been cool.
Yeah, that's fun. But anyway, so I picked the right.
Yeah.
And of course, I picked the wrong one.
Yeah.
One car goes, and then the next one goes up. She's sitting there for literally 5 minutes.
Oh, no.
Not doing anything.
Yeah, yeah.
And again, on the left, all these cars are going through.
Yeah.
So I'm getting pissed off.
Yeah.
I'm swearing, I'm raising my hands and
Beeping
stuff.
the horn.
So it turns out, she's like, finally, like, forget this, the lady in front of me. She goes to move forward. Finally, so my window's down. The girl comes through. Can I take your order? It turned out the poor lady was sitting there.
Didn't have her window down?
No, nobody was taking her order.
Oh.
So anyway, the lady had pulled up, and I go, well, yeah, you can take mine, but you never took the woman's in front of me.
Yeah, yeah.
So I lean out my window.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah, and I'm like,
what do you want?
What do you want? So the lady and I are going back and forth. She's leaned out her window going,
that's hilarious.
2 coffee, medium, regular.
Oh,
right?
no.
So I ordered for that lady.
Oh, jeez. That's hilarious.
Yeah. And she's like, thank you, because I was getting a little pissed off at her, but turns out it wasn't her fault. So I get up to the window and I'm like, what's going on?
That's funny with you chipping in.
Yeah. So I took her order, gave it to the girl. Then
that's a 3 out of 5. That's
for sure. Yeah. So I gave my order to the girl, and I got up to the window. And it's like, what's going on?
Yeah.
She goes, oh, we had some confusion. I thought the other girl was taking my colleague was taking the orders on the other side.
After you kept taking multiple orders?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they can't see who's coming through. All they know is they get on the headset.
Don't they have a camera? They can
maybe.
literally see.
I don't know. I didn't think they could see.
That's still not a solution, though. Yeah. They could still be confused for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, it was 2 weekends in a row. But at least the second one was not the person ordering multiple things in front of me. She just wanted 2 coffees.
I'm pretty sure we could have a fast food story every week from just something like that, or from a listener. Yeah. Because there's so many, we get a lot of fun emails from people about stuff like that. I mean, we could almost do a segment, I think.
Oh, God. But yeah, I mean, I hate the 2 drive-through thing because I always pick the wrong one. Ugh. For whatever reason. I
don't have too many problems, but I always sense there's often some clown that just wants to be through as fast as possible. That's me. We'll try to nudge you out. That's you?
Oh, I don't try to nudge people.
Try to, that there's a real nice, let's say, 1-2-1-2 pattern. Yeah. And you're the 2, and then there's the guy beside you is edging forward.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, buddy, stick to the pattern.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to screw everybody up.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of that, but whatever. And it's funny McDonald's went that way, because they'll have 2 everywhere. There's one on Carling Avenue that is so friggin' tight and condensed that they still did that. It might give you one extra car, the one at Carling and Maitland.
Yes, yeah.
It's so cramped through there,
I know.
I don't know if it's an advantage in any way.
Well, I'm just happy that they actually go through it fast. Yeah. It's just the problem. Like I said, the problem was, I don't know. To me, if you're going to order everything off the menu, go inside, okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, don't block everybody at the drive-thru because most people are in a hurry when they're going through the drive-thru. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. If you're gonna, they should have put a limit. If you order like more than $15 or something like that, you got to go inside or go and let them park somewhere in the front.
Yeah, sure. I've taken advantage of that a lot.
Yeah, because
call it in and go park, and they just bring it to you. Yeah, if you're not in a rush. I love doing that.
Because somebody's there, they're ordering. Oh, can I have this and I have that and like this and that and then the other thing and Big Mac and fries and 2 Big Macs.
Now, how did you find? Well, I guess those were Whitby stories, eh?
Yeah. Well, no, this one was in Ottawa, the second one, yeah.
I'm just wondering, generally, how did you find the service and the busyness for service in Whitby last week?
Oh, it was fine. It
was good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So what I found was, remember the Tremblant stories from the summer? Yeah. How horrendous that was? Yeah. That was the extreme, understaffed, too busy, horrible service, right? Yeah. Ottawa, I think we're right at the seams. We're busting at the seams. Yeah. It's hard to get great service because I think people are short-staffed. Lineups are everywhere. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Barrie was phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
Barrie, Jack and I headed out at different times to different places, had a variety of food. and the lineups were non-existent all the time, and good service. Like it was funny.
Actually, I take my comment back. There was a
Whitby was a little crazy.
There was
wasn't it?
one
Yeah.
Tim's
Yes.
that I ended up going inside.
Yeah, because the lineup was
I
super
had to go
busy.
to the bathroom,
Oh, okay.
and then I went to go grab the order, and it wasn't super busy inside.
Okay. Just bad service.
Just terrible.
Yeah, so maybe they were
Yeah.
understaffed.
Then I hear one girl going, "I'm going to go on break after the next
Yeah.
customer."
Oh,
Meanwhile,
God.
there's like 10 of us.
Yeah.
in
and
line.
like 3 people working.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
pretty bad.
So I saw a bit of that in Whitby, but I thought, you know what?
15 minutes later, I get to the car,
Yeah.
and everybody's, "What the hell took you so long?"
Exactly.
Well,
Yeah. No, whereas Barrie, I think, was well balanced. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe the whole service pinch hasn't hit up there.
possibly.
But it was quite nice to, you know, in a moment's thought, say, oh, let's go here. Like, let's go wherever.
Yeah.
Drive through, have no lineup, get everything you want, and be back in the hotel in 20 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
so that was Barrie.
Yeah.
And Whitby and Ottawa maybe are a little bit, you know, in the middle, whereas Tremblant, God knows what it's like up there again.
Oh, yeah.
Are they still handing out the CERB up there in December?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe Trudeau and who's the premier of Quebec?
Oh, God.
Legault.
Where's our Legault? Yeah.
Legault. Maybe
Where's
they.
our researcher?
Maybe they. Yeah. Where's our sign? There's a job for JB.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if we just had him on a monitor
Yeah.
listening in, he could just kind of give us our
Yeah,
answers
Exactly.
or text in. I don't know.
You can
Yeah.
look it up for us.
That's why people sound so awesome when they have
Oh, yeah,
support
we got
crews.
It's on the. It's
Yeah.
either on the teleprompter.
We
or
gotta
it's
have
on
all
the
this. This is
computer.
all in our heads.
Yeah.
Eh? Like there's like
We're way better than
there's
they
no
are.
support. Yeah, but we're wrong half the time
That's
too.
true.
Like,
That's true.
so do we have some picks this
Yeah,
week?
you might as well give
or
me a pick because we're
keep rolling along here.
Yeah, because we're getting
Uh,
long in the tooth.
My pick this week, Duff's pick,
Duff's pick.
is on.
Yeah.
It is on. Is it on Netflix? It's a Netflix series. It's called Justified.
Justified on
Justified.
the N series.
And what is Justified, you ask? Well,
I didn't ask, but
let me tell
you
you.
did tell me anyway.
Justified stars Deputy Raylan Givens, has his own Wild West style of method. Can you edit out my horrendous reading?
No, that's thing.
I say one thing in the wrong tense, thinking it sounded better to start it, and then I couldn't keep
you
correcting
couldn't
it.
get back to it.
Okay, I'm just going to read it exactly, okay? Deputy Raylan Givens has his own Wild West style methods of upholding justice, putting him at odds with the criminals he hunts and with his bosses in the U.S. Marshal Service. And an incident prompts his reassignment to the Kentucky district where he grew up.
Okay.
I'll stop reading there. It's cool because he's a sharpshooter, and he basically lives a life like a U.S. Marshal from like the Wild West in the 1800s
Okay.
in modern day.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a couple of cool shooting scenes.
Yeah.
For what it is, I guess that's a huge spoiler, but it's obviously so much more than that.
Yeah.
And it also has that whole angle of growing up in like Kentucky backcountry,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
redneck community,
Yeah.
goes away wherever, becomes a professional, and then gets kind of assigned back there. And he initially didn't want to go, but makes the best of it. So yeah, it's kind of a neat series. You ever hear of it?
I've not heard of it. no.
Yeah, I don't know. I just stumbled across it. I think
Yeah.
Netflix probably recommended it.
Probably their algorithm.
Yeah, the
tracking
algorithm recommended
tracking
it, and it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
So Duff's pick of the week.
Duff's pick of the week on Netflix is Justified.
Okay. So I'm actually watching. I've started watching Narcos Mexico
Oh yeah,
on Netflix.
I love Narcos.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's a
yeah.
good series as well.
And you're doing the Mexican.
Yeah. Well, I
version,
finished the
eh?
first one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The Colombian one.
Mm-hmm.
But they make appearances in the Mexican one.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Like a crossover sort of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's interesting because they started shipping the cocaine
Yes.
through Mexico
Right. Right.
at one point,
Okay.
or they tried. I'm not at the part where they're
Yeah, I get
trying to get it
confused.
together right now.
I get confused because the original had that as a plan at some point going through Mexico, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now the Mexican one at some point, I guess, brings that into it.
Yeah.
right?
So what's I'm assuming this is based on true facts.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the head of the Mexican guy, Felix Miguel,
Yes.
went to meet the Colombians.
Right.
In fact, he met with the Cali cartel originally, and they said,
I saw that episode. Yeah,
we'll ship the coke through you guys, because he's got his own cartel up there in northern Mexico.
Yeah.
Then of course, Escobar hears this and then makes the deal also to ship stuff through. But he deals mostly with the Calis.
What I loved was how that Felix guy, it showed his rise to power, did it not?
Yeah.
And he's awesome. What a character.
Yeah.
And it just when it looked like he was getting just a tad bit too big for his britches, then all of a sudden the Colombians just put him in his place.
Oh, yeah.
Like it was like you could see right where he was stopped.
Well, he
But he could still be extremely powerful.
Well, he had a great weed business going.
That's right. Yeah.
I guess he wanted to expand. When you make a deal with, it's like making a deal with the devil.
That's right.
Basically with the Colombians.
Yeah.
But he's been lucky. If this is really based, if these events actually happen,
he may not be so lucky.
He's been so far up to this point. Very lucky.
I know.
Everything he's done, he seems to get away with somehow.
Yeah.
But interesting series anyway.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
So I guess we're making this a weekly
2 picks.
regular now.
Yeah,
a DDT pick.
DDT.
Oh, I love it. Now I have a Lanark pick, but God, how many episodes have we done? Is this like our 30th episode, probably 40th? I don't know.
Well, this is 11 for
two seasons.
2. Yeah.
So what I'm apologizing for is I can't remember every single pick we've made, whether it was a real pick or a Lanark pick. Have we ever talked about Peaky Blinders before?
No.
You sure?
I'm not 100%.
You're not 100%. I'm not 100% either.
Sure.
I'm 99% sure we haven't. So what I got to thinking was, as I was browsing Netflix, I'm like, that is one of my all-time favorite series. And it may not be the perfect Lanark pick, as it's not 15 years old, the series.
Oh.
It's way more recent than that.
Okay.
But it's a great pick.
Okay.
And I think if anyone up in Lanark is looking for some binge viewing over the holidays, you've got a few seasons of a show called Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders.
That is fantastic.
What's it about?
It is about, oh my God, is it Manchester? It's set in the 1800s, right around the Industrial Revolution.
In England?
In England. And I think a lot of people...
Is this where we need the warning button?
Yeah, we're getting close to the warning, eh?
Yeah.
Warning, the next part of the podcast is a major injurious waste of your time. Warning, the next part of the podcast is a major injurious waste of your time.
It's set in the period where, and again, I think mistakenly people think it's like an Irish ghetto or an Irish mob, but they're actually like gypsies,
you know what?
I think.
I have heard of that show.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think people tend to think they're Irish, but I do not believe they are. It's definitely set in England. They may have been Irish immigrants that then got mixed up with these gypsies and all sorts of stuff. But anyways, it's a power family that makes their way up, and they're involved with crime and whatnot, and it's fantastic. Yeah, it's really good.
So
yeah,
great. Lanark pick of the week.
The Lanark pick of the week is Peaky Blinders, and I don't want to say anything else about it because it.
And where can you find that one?
That is a Netflix series as well.
My God.
So we're
They're sweeping.
tooting the Netflix today.
That's a clean sweep.
Clean sweep for Netflix. Make sure you have those subscriptions paid up.
Yeah, there's so many like these days too.
That's
right?
the problem.
Yeah. I've got the 2, but
we've got the 2.
I'm not
as
going
well.
Disney.
We did some sort of trial with Disney.
Yeah.
We did a trial with Apple, and then they friggin' automatically bill you.
Yeah, I know. That was like
so. There was a couple of months when we friggin' had Netflix, Amazon, Apple, and what's the fourth one I just said?
Disney. Yeah.
And they're about $15 each.
No, I know it adds up.
So
right?
$60 for that on top of your cable bill and your internet and your. Oh my God.
I know.
No, I'm done. Yeah, I don't want. We've talked about that before. I know we have.
Yeah, definitely.
The importance of keeping track of that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, and Apple Music we buy as well. Which
I got the
which
Sirius XM radio.
You pay that, eh? Every month.
17.
And you don't mind, eh?
I don't, I like it because, you can...
I like it.
Especially when I travel up north, that I don't lose any radio.
Yeah. You know what? They've given us you know what I hate is they don't tell you when the free periods come. So right now, Sirius is free in the F-150 studio.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I've been listening to, I love the American news channels.
Yeah.
The comedy.
I don't have that. You downgraded.
Yeah, you downgraded. Wow, you downgraded expensive. And you're still paying 17.
Yeah, I downgraded because it was something like $20 or something like that.
Right.
And the other one that I downgraded to was 13, 14.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, right after I downgraded, they raised the prices 2 times on me. So now it's 17, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't listen to any local radio anymore.
How is your data plan for your phone?
Oh,
let me ask you this.
No,
do you get a ton of how many?
I have a
lot of
phone.
gigabytes.
I have a work phone, so I don't have a personal.
You don't. Okay, so
my wife does, and we pay $25 a month.
Okay, so
no data.
But my question is, could you not use your phone in your car to stream whatever music and audio your heart desires, in replace of the $17 Sirius fee?
Well, I'd have to put all that stuff on my phone, right?
Or just stream. So go with Spotify or Apple Music.
Well, you still have to pay for Spotify, I think, right?
I have the free version of Spotify.
Oh, okay. You get commercials with that, though.
You do, as Sirius FM radio.
Sirius doesn't really have that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But see, for me, I have no problem listening to one commercial every 8 minutes to save $17 a month. Right?
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
it
is. I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
I could probably, I don't know. I used to, I liked the fact that it had comedy channels on it.
Yeah.
But now that I downgraded, it only has the music.
Yeah.
So, is it worth it? I listen to it all the time. That's all I listen to.
Well, then that's fine. Then it's worth it. If you use it, it's worth it. Yeah. And I really enjoy it over the holidays. They seem to give the free subscription around Christmas almost to get you to want to buy it.
For sure.
And, yeah, it's funny. I even like stuff like the Elvis channel, for instance.
Yeah.
Some neat programming like that. They got the Elvis. They got I love the news if I want sports.
Yeah.
It's got everything. I mean, and it's got everything I could get on my phone as well without paying for Sirius, but it's built right in and it's seamless.
Yeah, it's seamless, Yeah, like I used to be able to listen to NHL Network.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, the comedy channels were always good.
Mm-hmm.
But then it was getting too expensive on a monthly basis. So I just went with the music, and I listened to like 5-6 stations. So I go between. Oh, there you go.
Can the listener hear that?
Oh, for sure.
That's me ripping off my new McDonald's card with 2 stickers already.
Yeah, the 2 from my 1 year in my copy. I listen to like 5-6 stations. So I've got one country.
Yeah.
I've got a hip hop, 80s, 90s hip hop.
Yeah.
I've got the real heavy metal station.
And I love all that stuff.
I've got Bluesville.
Yeah.
So a blues station.
Yeah.
And then I've got the classic rewind and classic.
Okay.
Which is the 70s and 80s, 90s.
So that's definitely
rock.
worth it.
And then I got the Ozzy Osbourne channel.
Oh, God.
And then I got Hair Nation.
Hair Nation. Yeah.
So.
And you don't even like Poison. Even though
they play a lot of Poison.
They're the best Hair Nation band ever.
No.
No way.
No.
Huh.
They do play a lot of Poison on there. Whenever that comes up, I change it.
Oh, wow. I can't believe it. That's such a disappointment.
I'm out.
No, Poison's coming back on tour. I guess you have no interest in going to that concert.
No interest in them.
I wonder if they still have their hair like that.
I think...
they must be like 70 years old, those guys now. Eh?
Oh, they're getting up there.
Imagine them going around.
Well, it's like the Stones. What are they, in their 80s?
Crazy.
Still touring.
Still partying.
Yeah.
Backstage.
Jesus.
Can you imagine at that age?
Like, what's his name? It's like a skeleton.
You better get the warning.
Oh, that came in about 32 minutes.
Yeah. How about a secondary warning?
Oh, maybe. Eh?
You know what? We didn't even get to the stock market today.
Oh, well.
We'll keep it light. We'll keep it light then next time.
Yeah.
Okay. You have anything else for the good viewers? How about next week we aim to go back to the mailbag?
Yes, okay.
I don't think we've done that in a while.
Yeah.
We got to get a guest on, eh? Whenever I think
Yeah,
about this show and what it needs, I think guest speaker.
Yeah, guest.
And I'm not talking JB in the back seat again. Like something new and different.
I agree with you. We'll have to endeavor to do that. We'll have some more time, maybe.
Yeah, we should.
You know,
we'll have more time to at least think about it.
Yeah.
Eh? I can't believe the Faroe Islands and Lanark County weren't interested, eh?
I'm gonna go back to the Faroes. I think.
You just got to try another angle. Try a whole different thing. Well, someone totally different.
Yeah, maybe I'll try to get their tourism.
You know what? Find a podcast that runs out of there. Just do something reciprocal.
Yeah,
there's got to be some. Maybe it's not Cop Car Coffee. Maybe it's like Kill the Dolphin Coffee or something. I don't know. Find something they're proud about and like doing.
Yeah,
and
they were until this past summer, I guess.
God, eh? Talk about making the news for the wrong reasons.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, yeah, whatever. Yeah. We've talked about that before.
Yeah.
Still looks like a really neat place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Find someone from somewhere, eh? Can't be that hard.
I'll check it out. I'll do the research.
Should try to get someone like, I got a cousin that lives in Australia. Actually. I wonder if he'd be up for that, eh?
Yeah.
Just something.
He's probably locked in his house.
Someone from... Surprisingly not. Surprisingly not. How come the news swings so dramatically?
Well, I think it depends on where you are, right?
I think
if you're in the the state of Victoria, then
Melbourne,
you're.
Mind you, they're nuts. They're nuts down there.
Yeah.
He either lives in Queensland or the next one over where Darwin is. He's in the northeast.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I've seen the recent pictures from down there. His daughter's graduating grade 6. Party after party after party. Not a mask in sight. No talk of COVID, nothing.
Yeah, so it depends.
So how does it go from... Like, are they really that city by city down there?
It sounds
how
like
does that work?
Well, especially, like I said, in Melbourne.
Crazy,
that state.
Lost a lot of respect for that nation. It's just the internal differences alone. It's crazy, eh?
Exactly.
Anyways, someone like that could be an option. I don't know.
Exactly.
We've got relatives all over the place too, eh?
Yeah, I do. I have some in Italy.
We should just try to cold call someone up.
Yeah.
Seriously, call them up and, hey, how's it going?
Who's this?
Yeah.
We haven't talked to them in a while, but...
Yeah. Oh, well.
All right.
So there you go, folks. We've got ambitious plans again for guest speakers.
And we really apologize for missing last week.
Apologize for pretty much everything, including this week's show. And we'll maybe bring back some stock market analysis and all our
entertainment purposes only.
And all our regular features next week. So
there you go.
If we don't hear from you before Christmas, have a merry one, and we'll catch you later. That's Cop Car Coffee.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, man.
Back on track.
Yeah,
good timing, too.
45?
We got about 40.
40, yeah.
42, sorry.
We've developed a natural routine where, we high energy and then just...
Then petering out.
Then a bunch of garbage in the middle and then a warning where we finish off real weak. Hey?